Dr. Fred Matiang'i will do differently for Kenya today, because that still continues to be the cry, that you can all do these political shenanigans and do everything that needs to be done within those circles. But at the end of the day, you've got 50+ million people who are saying, you know what, we just need certain things to work right. What
I like him because one thing is I like him because he doesn't like the populist politics. Because we are dead on the populism agenda. He doesn't give a cahoot on populist politics. Kama kitu ni mzuri na inatakana ifanyike, itafanyika na atafanya. Again, I like him because when he has also, we have seen a person who can say something and he follows it through. There's something that people have played around with talking about him and Mabab. If I call Fred at 4 a.m. anachukua simu. I see him. There are times I'm on my phone at 2 a.m. and I also see here. And we start engaging at 2 a.m. Of course, during the day we become a little tired. But it is, you can actually see a person who is engaged with the things that he wants to do for the country on a 24-hour basis. And I think that is what we need. And it is not a question of kitu. I hope it doesn't show up in the government that we form next, where all that we see around you are your cousins and everything else because you campaign. And it's not a good thing either.
One would hope.
You know, we want everybody to be on board as a country. There is a track record that was set by Jubilee Party in terms of what needed to be done in all sectors. He has a very thorough understanding of that. He was part of it. It doesn't mean that he's just going to do what was being done, but he knew where we wanted to go and he should be able to take us even further. It does not require a lot of introduction into the government system. When you talk about cabinet, he knows what is a cabinet, what are cabinet subcommittees, what is security, what security issues that needs to be handled in the government. When you talk about education, he was part of the CBC thing. You talk about health. It's not a question of coming and abolishing SHA, but it's a question of making it. It's just a name, making the systems work.
All right.
Don't start with another 104 billion shillings. No, we want these things to work.
Making systems work.
He
with
gave
what
me
is
an
available.
example that impressed me on how they were able to go through votes. I'm trying to make it. They were told by Uhuru, can you go back to your ministries, each one of you, scrutinize the votes. See how much money you can save from any of the votes. We need to pay for examination fees in this country. He went and looked at the vote that was used to buy boots for the police, the army, and everybody else. And from that vote alone, he was able to save money that paid for the examination fees for that 1 year.
It's interesting to note that there's some examiners from last year who've not been paid, so you might want to get a word in on that.
And
Jeremiah Kioni
it tells you that there is anajua ile tunataka tufanye.
Lakini lazima tuwe na
wengine hatufukuzi mtu
of the Jubilee Party. Jeremiah,